back down in the sewing room. James and Nia have gone home. They left on Sunday afternoon. It's been a fabulous week with them. I've spent quite a lot of it asleep because of the antibiotics I was on. Unfortunately, it made me really drowsy, but it was really lovely to see them and spend time with them, even if it wasn't quite doing what we were expecting to do because I was savaged by my cat. My injuries are much better. They are still healing, but much better. This is the worst one, pad of my thumb here, and unfortunately it's my right hand, which is my hand that is dominant, so trying to cut anything out, I tried, is not possible, and trying to trace things I can just about do, but not for long periods of time. The rest of my injuries are, let's see, there's my ankle, so giant bruise there. Beautiful lovely shades of yellow on my knee there, and again shades of yellow on my calf there. This hand, it's this finger, it's still sore, but I have way more movement in that one, which is great because it was getting to the point at the beginning of last week I couldn't even cut up my own food. My brother was having to cut my food up for me. So I haven't been doing anything in the sewing room that I was hoping to do, which sucks, but it is what it is, so never mind. I have just filmed the intros and outros for the 2 sew-alongs that I have managed to film. I have filmed a Get the Look for It Less video. I was going to try and start hemming some of these dresses, but I tried and yeah, this hand is not playing ball yet, but I mean the swelling's gone down massively and I've got way more movement in it than I used to have, so you know, it's just going to take a little bit more time to heal up. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. I thought I would start a little waffle whilst I was down here. This is definitely going to get tacked on to another day because I'm not doing any sewing down here. I can't do any sewing at the moment, so I'm trying to think of things that I can do. That was why over the last week I have culled my pattern stash. If you've been following along with the hangouts, I had one on Sunday, Wednesday I think, possibly Thursday, and then the following Sunday, and I managed to cull 119 of my patterns from my stash, which I think is pretty damn good. I'm quite impressed with myself. Lots of them were kind of sort of duplicates of things that I had something that was already very similar. Some of them are pattern types that I don't really like anymore, like for example grown on sleeves. They're just not for me, except for the By Hand London Anna dress because they're very short grown on sleeves, but yeah, anything longer than that, just not for me. So that's all gone as well. I will be putting all the patterns up for sale in my shop. I'm going to put them up in small batches. I'll do like the tops and the dresses and things like that so that I don't try not to overwhelm myself with it. And they won't be hugely expensive, but lots of the peeps in the hangouts asked to shop my stash, so they asked for the opportunity to get their hands on some of these, so I will be doing that, which is lovely of you guys, and it's going to fund some more fabric purchasing, although I don't need any more fabric. I am so itching to get started on this collection. It's halfway through September and I haven't done any sewing again, but again there's been multiple reasons for that. And again, if you've watched I've said again a lot, haven't I? If you watched the last hangout, the end of the last hangout, the last 45 minutes, I talk about a few things that have been going on in my life at the moment and why I've been a little bit more absent than usual from the interwebs. But hopefully I am back now, and yes, I am raring to go. I am so excited about this. I've made the decision that I'm going to start working on the knit projects first, so kind of like my knit fabrics there and there and that one up there. I've got the grasser pattern to do and I'm going to start with it in that one because that was an inexpensive fabric, and if it works I'm going to do it in that one. I've got lots of t-shirts that I want to try, so and I'm thinking that they might be slightly easier for me to do because they're smaller projects rather than trying to cut out and trace really big ones with this. But we'll see, because I tried it this morning and just no with this at the moment. So no, but I still have all that hemming to do as well. I've borrowed a laser level from the neighbour to see if lasers are a good way of leveling a hem on a dress, because I am determined to try lasers, and Dad's, as I think I mentioned previously, has broken, so I couldn't use his. So yes, I have borrowed laser level. If it works, I shall purchase one for myself to be kept in the sewing room, and whenever somebody says what's the best way to level a hem, it'll be lasers, which I just love, so I really hope it works. But yeah, I've also got my Pinchy Pinchy Device, which is actually called a metric pin type skirt marker for all skirt lengths. And I know at least one of the Peeps has got themselves a Pinchy Pinchy Device as well. Probably going to end up using it before I do as well, which is, I mean, yeah, one of those things. But never mind. It's a really quick catch up. As I say, this is going to be the start of a daily waffle. You'll see more of that tomorrow. So I just wanted to let you know what was going on, and there you go, I've done it. Fingers crossed, I'll be back in the sewing room tomorrow with some actual sewing for you guys. We shall see. Fingers crossed. Hey peeps, happy Friday. Welcome back to the sewing room. I am still fairly in the wars, but everything is better. I still can't use scissors very well though. I have been trying. So it's going to be interesting trying to level some hems today, but that is the plan. I have, however, got some lovely Patreon peeps to say hello to. Some lovely new Patreon peeps. And I've not prepared, so my laptop is not logged in or anything. First, the very lovely Trisha Goodyear, welcome and thank you for joining the Patreon peeps. The very lovely Jennifer, welcome to the Patreon peeps and thank you. The very lovely Karen Wardle bought me 4 coffees. Thank you very much, Karen, very much appreciated. Teresa Whitlock has joined the Patreon peeps. Thank you very much and welcome. Leela Sido has also joined the Patreon peeps. Welcome and thank you very much. Miriam Megaritis Bath has also joined the Patreon peeps. Thank you and welcome, and I hope I said your name slightly correctly. The very lovely Fiona Groves has also joined the Patreon peeps. Thank you and welcome. And the very lovely Sue Hollis bought me a coffee. Thank you very much, Sue. So welcome to all the new Patreon peeps. Thank you very much for joining up. I have just put up a vote for next month's sew along, and I've decided to put my money where my mouth is, or really my time where my mouth is, and try and recreate one of the Get the Look for Less styles that I have been featuring in some of the videos. At the moment, a Zimmerman cape is winning, but it does mean that I need to buy new fabric for that one. That's the only one I need to buy new fabric for. It's not the end of the world, and it's something that I was going to be doing anyway, but yeah. It's a really, really cool cape though, so I mean, I really like all of the things I put up for a pic, so I'm not ruling out making any and all of them, but yes. So today I am, as I say, going to be trying to do the how to level a hem video. It's one of the questions I get asked most frequently is how I level a hem, and I have a few different methods that I like, so I'm going to try those out. I've bought some new devices. I have lasers. Wilson did offer to come and help me with the laser as long as I attached it to a shark's head. I don't have room for a shark pool in here, unfortunately, because otherwise that would be genius, and I have a feeling that sharks would be fabulous at leveling hems, but unfortunately there isn't enough room for the shark pool for me to find out. Also, where does one buy a shark? So yes, that's what I'm going to be doing today. I am going to be attempting to film the process, and I am going to be attempting to bring you guys a video which will give you different methods to use if you're by yourself, methods you can use if you have a tailor's dummy, and then obviously the old standby, you can always get a friend to help you if you have a sewing friend available and willing to crawl around on the floor for you. Yeah, I'm equal parts really excited and dreading this. I have 8 dresses that need hemming. Well, technically 7, because the Shelby dress has got its bias binding on there. I just need to sew that down, but because I'm not keeping that dress, I'm in like no rush to do that. But the other 7 are all dresses that fit me and that I really, really like, apart from maybe the red one. So it will be nice to be able to actually wear them all. I've just got to sort their hems out first. Wish me luck. Oh, ow, that hurt. Still got some crazy hems left to level, but those ones are looking much better. I have managed to hem or level the hem on 4 of the dresses: the maxi dress, the giant gingham dress, the 1940s style dress, and my Doris dress. I still have my Vogue 9026, I think that's the number, to do my goldfish shirt dress and my red dress to do. I have used 4 methods technically. Unfortunately, I had to borrow a laser level from the neighbour, and this one, there's no, I don't have a way of like adjusting the height of this one and making sure it's level. The one that Dad had did have its own like tripod and stuff with it, and I definitely think that lasers will work really well for hemming if you can get one that's on the tripod and that is adjustable height wise. This one is not, so whilst I think it will work, and Lottie, genius idea, thank you for suggesting it. I'm not willing to spend sort of like £120 on one that will work when I have my Pinchy Pinchy Device. This thing has been amazing. I love this thing. Surprisingly, I kind of like the chalk method as well, although it is unbelievably messy. Unbelievably messy, and I actually have swept up twice so far, and I'm going to need to do it again. I'm probably actually going to need to get the hoover out, but yeah, very messy. I have hit a slight roadblock with the Vogue dress, in that it doesn't actually go over the shoulders of my dressmaker's dummy, or my tailor. They're actually shop mannequin, basically. These are not dressmaker's dummies in any way, shape or form. It is a display form from Moreplan for displaying clothing in shops. Thankfully, it's kind of the same size as me, or it used to be anyway, but the torso is an inch too short, which is not unsurprising. This does fit my kind of body quite well. The boobs aren't quite big enough, but it's not too bad, so it's going to work for what I'm doing. But unfortunately, it's shoulders, and the Vogue dress, it's got a 22-inch zipper in it, but it's all the way up to the top of the back of the neck, and that means that it won't, I just can't get that dress onto the mannequin. I'm probably going to have to try the string across the door method for that one. I was going to do it for the red dress because I've got white chalk basically, but it will also work for the hang on, I'll get it. The white chalk is also going to show up really well on this fabric. 4 dresses done, 3 to go. My Pinchy Pinchy Device is amazing. I love it. I think that's going to probably end up being my preferred method. The only downside is that the ceilings in here are not tall enough for me to have the mannequin on my sewing table so that I can do it sat down. I have to be on the floor for it. I am going to try lowering the body of my mannequin as low down as it will go and see if that will work with the ceiling height. We shall see. But yes, I love my Pinchy Pinchy Device. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. I'm going to have a look and see if I can find anywhere that you can reliably buy them rather than just like, you know, random luck like I got on eBay. So it's nearly 5:30. Wilson and I have date night tonight. We are going to attempt to watch a movie together, have dinner together, have a glass of wine together, all over FaceTime. We've done it before. It was quite fun. So we watched Tremors. Both of us had the sound down, and we were one of us was always slightly ahead of the other, so it was always like delayed reaction for the one. Yeah, it was quite funny. So yes, I'm looking forward to that. But I am going to call it a night now. So I don't know how much I filmed today. Probably not very much. I mean, I filmed a lot for the other video, but not very much for you guys for the waffle. So I hope you forgive me. I'm sorry that I haven't got anything to show you sewing wise. Oh, I am wearing my very first Vogue 9345 shirt dress that I made the sew along for. This is, I think, this and the 8577 are, I think, my favourite ever patterns that I've ever made. I really like this. Anyway, my memory card is filling up, so I'm going to stop waffling at you. I'm going to go and get some dinner, and I'm going to go and spend the evening with Will. I didn't make it. Yes, I hope you've enjoyed my day, and I will see you all tomorrow for some more waffle, and I will see you on Sunday for the hangout, although you're probably watching this on Monday. So I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!